All right.
Good afternoon,
We
friends.
love it. The afternoon show.
It is.
Sonny's drop the spreadsheet, throw your phone on Do Not Disturb, and tell your mama you got other things to comment on right now because it's the afternoon show. You just got hijacked by Rhinestones and a Riot. This is an amazing show where the headlines hit harder, the opinions are louder, and the reality gets remixed with Rhinestones and Receipts.
I love receipts.
I
Always keep
love
them.
receipts. I have the two most greatest co-hosts on the planet next to me. He's got Mel in studio.
Hi, guys.
And we've got Addie pushing all the buttons, and she will be on camera just momentarily, steps away from Addie's Reddit rundown report. Oh, here she goes. She's going to say hello.
Addie.
The more you know.
Yes.
Coming in hot, we got Pop Culture Thunderdome today, changing it up a little
Okay.
bit. So I'm going to show you guys what's going to happen with the quiz, because we have a new little tiny segment that I wanted to add in. So we'll jump into that. Celebrity
That's exciting.
Tea right after that. Of course, we've been talking about it. Addie's Reddit rundown report. We got Smash, Marry, Ghost. Is this news? All the things wrapped up in your ball of chaos. We're so excited that you are here today. Click that share button. Send us some stars. We're now going to pay Addie only in stars.
Yes.
So it's really important that you support us and hit the stars button so
Please
Addie
send
can
the stars.
buy some bread and cheese. Yeah.
Some chiss.
And if you guys haven't noticed this morning, me and the buttons are not getting along, but that's okay. I put something on screen that said me and Ashim, but obviously I just miss her.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Avi.
Twin flames.
Twin flames. All right, so we've got Pop Culture Thunder. It's a shorter quiz today.
Okay.
Because we have a Davies Glow and Tell segment that's new today. So that's we'll be opening
Okay.
up. So we have Disney versus Looney Tunes edition on the quiz today.
Oh.
Okay.
All right, first one, true or false? Mickey Mouse made his first on-screen appearance after Bugs Bunny.
Oh, shoot.
Who was first?
Oh.
True or
False.
false? Okay, you're going false.
Wait.
I'm going to say true.
Okay, we're going
The
true.
question's phrased trickily.
I know.
Mickey Mouse was
made
first.
his first on-screen appearance after Bugs Bunny.
False. I'm back to my first answer.
You're going to go. You're
I'm
going
gonna
false.
go
It was
True.
not after Bugs Bunny. It was before Bugs Bunny.
All right. Next up, which of these characters has never starred in their own theatrical feature film? Was it A, Daffy Duck, B, Donald Duck, C, Goofy, or D, Porky Pig?
D.
I have no idea. B.
Okay. Next up, true or false? Goofy is technically a cow.
Is he a dog?
I thought he was like a. Yeah, he's definitely a dog.
I'm going to say false.
False. Okay, two falses. Next up, in Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Great movie. Which of the following characters actually shared a scene together? Was it A, Minnie Mouse and Tweety? B, Donald Duck and Daffy Duck? C, Bugs Bunny and Simba? Or D, Goofy and Yosemite Sam?
It's either B or D. I'm going to say B.
Okay.
I have no idea. C.
Okay. Next up, which duo is older? A, Chip and Dale, or B, Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner? Ooh, that's a good question.
Wiley. I want to go with Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner.
So
This is
two
a tricky
Bs.
quiz again
You guys
today.
are doing really good.
That's sarcastic.
Almost done. True or false? Elmer Fudd once sang opera in drag.
True. I think it's true.
I have no idea. False.
Hattie
False,
said
though.
she's done with this quiz.
Next up, which of these characters had the most official voice actors play them over the years? Which of these characters had the most official voice actors play them over the years? Is it A, Mickey Mouse, B, Bugs Bunny, C, Tweety Bird, or D, Pluto?
It's either A or B. I'm going to say B.
I'm going to say Bugs Bunny. Is that B?
Yep. And finally, if Tinkerbell and the Tasmanian Devil got into a magical brawl, who would win and why?
Tinkerbell.
What?
Who would win?
Tinkerbell.
Tinkerbell?
Yeah.
Why would she win?
Because
She
can,
believes.
Yeah, and she's like fast.
Okay, I will let you know who got the right answer on that. All right, so here is our answer key. First is false. Mickey debuted in 1928. Bugsy was in 1940. Melanie, wrong. Next up is D. Porky Pig. Addie, wrong. Next up is false. Both were correct. Next up, Donald Duck and Daffy Duck and Roger Rabbit. So Melanie correct. Addie, wrong.
I'm not good with Disney.
Next up, Chip and Dale. So both
They're
of you
older?
wrong.
Wow.
Yes.
That was hard.
Next up is True. Addie, wrong. And next up is B, Bugs Bunny, both correct. And both of you got 1 extra point. So, Addie, that'll take one of your wrong answers away, leaving 1, 2, 3 wrong. And Mel is the winner with only 2 wrong. Nice job.
I finally won a quiz.
Well, this is the second one I believe that you won, correct?
Really?
I mean, you've won some
Could be.
some big ones out there. Okay, so Davies Glow and Tell. Okay, let me ask this question to both of you here. If you had to live inside a reality show for an entire year, set, cast, chaos, all of it, what show would you choose and why?
Oh.
What reality show would you choose to participate in for an entire year?
I feel like my answer is terrible.
What
Is
is
it
it?
Survivor?
My first thought, and this is what I'm like, I need to think this through more, but it's just interesting that this was the first one that came to mind. I was like, Jersey Shore.
Yeah, totally amazing, actually. Yes.
I would be Real Housewives.
Which one?
Well, if I'm going to do it for a whole year, maybe I could split. I would do Salt Lake.
No, one. You have to pick one. Salt
geez.
Lake is great.
I'll do Salt Lake.
Okay. Why do you like Salt Lake so much?
Well, because they're like they get to go skiing, they go to all these like crazy places. But I think Salt Lake, like even though there's drama,
Yeah.
they have the receipts.
Yeah.
But I think their drama and their fights are for like legit reasons.
Yeah, I don't think it's like I don't see a lot of producers like
No, I mean I think they
maneuvering
still
them.
do, but I feel like Salt Lake they're more like
Interesting answer. Why would you pick Jersey Shore?
Because they seem like family.
Oh, they are. They
What
have
about
gone-
you?
I am going to pick
Because like Survivor, those shows aren't like a year
The
long.
Real World.
That is a good.
Because when life starts getting tough, it starts getting
Oh.
real.
Such a great
That was
show.
good. Do you remember the
I really-
first one
I
with
love
Eric
the first
Nies?
one. Was my
That
favorite.
show like
yeah.
invented reality shows.
Yeah.
It really was a
You
really
know
good
that
one.
show is an experiment. They were like, we don't know how this is going to go, but let's just roll with it.
And did that go? It
went
went
go.
really.
And
it
Remember
went- it's what
Puck?
led to
Yeah.
all the
Ew,
reality
Puck.
TV
God.
taking
Well,
over.
cleans act up, right?
Yeah, you did. I like that segment.
Me too.
Wait, what about you guys in comments? I want to see what the Sunnies
Yeah,
say.
what reality show would you guys pick to be on? Love Island?
I almost said Love Island, but then I
I've
was like,
never
that's
seen
too
it.
much of a roller coaster. If I was a whole year of Love Island, like I think they're just on a little vacation in the summer. So you said a whole year.
The
I'm
whole
like-
year,
I'm
yeah.
like, what would I be doing how would that even work on Love Island? Would I be on the Love Island UK and then Love Island Australia and then Love
Maybe.
Island? Because like.
Because
Actually,
I was going to see
that sounds kinda
MTV's
fun.
Next. Have you ever seen Next?
Yeah, but that's not a whole
No.
year.
Right, but I'm
like
just
a game
saying
show.
I could just be rejected for an
So
entire
do you have
year.
a second choice? Of
Bin 39, the
There's your
hidden
second
gem
choice.
downtown St. Augustine 2016. This is your real reality show tucked away in the lobby of the St. George Inn. This charming spot boasts a courtyard setting that is straight out of a dream on the north end of St. George Street. Shout out to Katie and the team. They just entered Samson into the Sunny Wags or Sunny
Yay.
Tails contest. I believe he could be a finalist tomorrow. I'm telling you.
He's really
He's a
cute.
cutie patootie. So they also have Samson's Barcooterie board. So if you got your furry pet and you're coming around in St. Augustine, come on over to Bin 39 and get yourself a Barcooterie board. It's pretty awesome. They have all the good stuff. 50 of the wines are rated over 90 points by the legendary Robert Parker. They're incredible. They're open from 8 to 8 during the week, and then Thursday to Sunday, 1 to 7. You got to check out that music lineup. It's incredible. They really have extraordinary performers all the time in the ancient city. We love them over there at Bin 39. All right, Sonnies, polish your petty prep, your palates, and toss that moral compass in the junk drawer because it's time to steep ourselves in the finest blend of bold, bougie, and borderline illegal celebrity gossip. All right, this first one, Chris Hughes. Oh, this is interesting. I'm glad we're talking about this. He wants to marry JoJo Siwa. They have this interesting relationship. Chris Hughes has officially gone public with his feelings for JoJo Siwa, declaring that he's obsessed with her and ready, and already envisions them getting married. Ugh. He tells her that he loves her every single day and describes their connection as safe and natural. That's strange. The two met on Celebrity Big Brother UK version and have kept in touch despite living on different continents.
way.
Yeah. He's in the UK and she's in the US. He hasn't moved in with her yet, but hinted that he'll travel back and forth frequently. Chris shared that he's already in JoJo's family group chat and has been warmly welcomed by her parents. They've talked about marriage and kids and even
It's been
jokes.
2 months.
It's been 2 months. This is going too fast.
And you met on a reality show.
Too fast, too furious, right? 2 months. Melanie, you're
And you
giving
know
me
what? You didn't
side-eye.
even meet on the reality show that like makes love happen. Actually, Big Brother does famously have people fall in love for real.
Okay.
But not the one in this country.
I thought JoJo Siwa was
Lesbian.
a lesbian.
True. She came out.
I think that she's just fluid.
Yeah, she's definitely.
Which I think a lot of like people that are like the new age is like we're like, well,
Why define?
Why define?
Right.
You know me, like don't put me in a box.
Right.
I'm not a
I love who
JoJo
I love.
Siwa fan.
Why not? She's a nice girl. Have you ever met her?
I never met her, but I just feel like the way she. Okay, so this is what it is.
She steals music.
Yeah, but first of all, this Chris guy, her boyfriend, is love bombing her. But anyway,
Facts.
Yeah.
you know, we all got to have a little something.
Right.
Anyway, I feel like when she was that like bubblegum pop style and she had like her line of hair bows and was
Remember
like, I'm
that?
JoJo Siwa, na, like dancing, like Mickey Mouse Club, quote unquote.
Yeah.
I feel like that was like her thing. But then when she completely went the other direction and the way she went about it, I think was not.
It was like
wrong.
a bull in a china shop.
much.
And like we're talking about her pop
She also
career.
always prides herself on like, I'm just smarter than people give me credit for. I
Agreed.
just strategized the game and I just saw what needed to happen. And I just, and it's like, oh my God, okay, or just like be you.
Her dance moves were so aggressive.
so bad.
Impressive.
They
And
were just
honestly,
so
she doesn't,
aggressive.
I don't watch them and think, it's a vibe.
Yeah.
I watch
She's
them and
not
I'm
a
like,
vibe.
you're trying so hard. Are you okay? And that's
Yeah.
so mean. I would never say something like that usually, but like, man.
But it is. She's
I
I've
just
been
really
feel
watching
like-
her on Snapchat for a long time because
Yeah.
I did like her when she was on the Dance Moms.
Right.
And I liked that she was kind of coming out of her box and being different. And I liked that she came out. I thought it was dumb that everyone had an opinion on it. But the way that her own actual personality is what really just doesn't vibe with
Such an
me.
interesting. Is that an ego?
Like
What
everybody,
is that?
everybody can go. Their world can go like this, and that's why I'm not saying that. I'm saying like
You
when
just did.
when you the way she came about
Oh,
it because
okay, yeah.
when you're in the public eye, and especially I hate to say this, when you have a lot of kids that are following you,
Yeah.
I think that
Yeah,
there
what's
needs
that
to be-
like?
I think that I have no idea.
You don't like it?
I think there needs to be some more tact with like big, heavy subjects like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But-
and
and I-
like I said, did you guys know that she's like known for over and over? It's come out that like there's all these young or not young but smaller artists, and then they have
like,
made music,
sampling
and
their
then 5
music?
years later, she like basically remakes their song with some
I did not know.
very
I didn't know
this.
that
minuscule
either.
differences.
Crazy. Yeah.
And then she goes out there and sings it, and people call her out, and she's like, "That's what art is. It's a reinterpretation of other art." Don't use the fact that that's true. Sure, I agree with that
Yes,
with art,
but
but
there's-
don't use that to be rude when you know as an artist when you're pushing it too far.
Now, okay, so I'm going to enter Lady Gaga in this chat because she's also been accused of this too, but she does it with permission of the original artist.
She gets what she needs.
but it's her own interpretation of the art. Like I'm going, obviously David Bowie. Like I'm thinking she did the whole Ziggy Stardust thing,
Yeah,
but
but
like
I-
actually really researched it and really did this with respect. And
I feel like that's the difference. Lady Gaga is a very respectful artist, and she will do the fact finding, and she will reach
because
out.
she's a real artist. I know
Correct.
I don't mean to call anyone not a real artist, but I
Right.
just mean she's a respectful artist.
You're
in
correct.
that sense. She respects the art itself
Right.
enough to respect the artists along the lines that could have inspired her up to that point.
So
like,
what
and
would
that's
have been
different
the-
than being JoJo and being like, no, you didn't hear that song. People found the song that basically is her song, and they were
Right.
like, did you?
You're correct.
Have you ever heard this? And instead of just being a normal person that says like, yeah, or I talked to that artist and they gave me anything like that, she just denies it, and
She
it's
denies
like,
agree.
it.
don't do
Yeah.
that. It's so obvious to us.
When the math is not mathing. Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree with you because she really should handle that with a little bit more grit and grace.
I'd say this is not news.
No, this is celebrity.
this is
tea.
celebrity.
I know, but I just want to say it's not news.
Very
Everything
nice.
in the celebrity
Just
tea
letting you
is
know
not.
we can round
I'm
that
just letting
down.
you know.
Hey, Lisa Vanderpump is letting
Love
you
her.
know. Real estate power play. Lisa has officially sold her Los Angeles condo and originally listed for $800,000 and finalized the deal May 2025 for $685 after a big price drop. This wasn't a downsizing, it's a glow up apparently. She just purchased a stunning $5 million mansion in Las Vegas to complete with desert views, a golf course backdrop, and a massive pool. The move aligns perfectly with her booming Vegas empire. This is true. Lisa already owns Vanderpump Cocktail Garden. I got to go. It was pretty fabulous.
jealous.
It was awesome, you
I
guys.
wanna go.
Vanderpump Paris and Pinky's by Vanderpump. Also, major hotels on the Strip. The new home will reduce her travel between Las Vegas and her iconic Villa
Villa
Rosa
Rosa.
estate in Beverly Hills. Even bigger news, she's opening the Vanderpump Hotel. How cool is that,
I'm
Melanie?
going. Staying in it.
early 2026. It's a full-scale rebrand and design overhaul of a boutique hotel on the Strip.
You guys want to go?
I want to go. It'll
Done.
feature over-the-top glam, custom decor, and a signature Vanderpump
But
luxury.
we just need to bring Elizabeth too.
Yes.
Definitely, yes.
Does she love her too?
Yes.
Yes.
And she's, yeah, that'll be nice. Elizabeth, yeah. That'll be nice. I'll make payments, honey. On the True Hollywood Fashion, there's already drama on July 4th. The fire broke out in the hotel's garage mid-renovation. Thankfully, no one was hurt, and the damage was minor, but the glam train rolls on. I'm happy for Lisa.
I like Lisa Vanderpump, and I don't care. People can
I like
disagree,
her.
and that's
No,
fine.
I get her.
What I
She's a
like about
business.
her, she's a business owner, but she has been on camera with her business partners before.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Guillermo, I think is one
yeah.
of the guys' names, and it'll show them like having real conversations about the businesses, and they're a great pair. But also when they disagree, it's good. Like
Yeah.
they're like, no, we need. And he's like, Lisa, you can't do it that way. Like, what are you talking about?
No, I like
Yeah.
to see that too because I don't
It's
think that
real.
every business relationship needs to be copacetic. I think there needs to be a little bit
Yeah, I
of
mean, you wouldn't be good business partners if you're not pushing the other person to see something they
Yeah.
can't see on their own. You know, I mean,
And
you have a little push and pull.
And each of the restaurants she owns and the different, like Lake Tahoe, Vegas, they all have like a different vibe to it.
different theme,
There's,
different vibe.
did
Yeah.
you see the photo shoot when she was opening the Lake Tahoe one? They had real wolves, and she was like holding the wolves like
Yeah.
collars.
That's
Right.
so fun.
She's actually really cool. She's a visionary because where she got her claim to fame was obviously when her and her husband opened up a bunch of restaurants and bars over in Europe, and she's basically taking that recipe and bringing it over to the States. But she provided so many like gay clubs and safe spaces too. Like this is back in the day when it
Wow,
wasn't. This
yeah.
was before Will and Grace time period. So she really did pioneer like a really cool idea, and she's just building an empire. I dig her vibe.
She's
yeah.
also a very.
I'd love to meet her.
She has a charitable organization for animals.
That's right, dogs.
She
yeah.
went to was it legislature or the Senate
Jiggy.
or something? Jiggy is a little dog.
Yeah.
She went and she is a very big advocate to stop the meat trade in like China or other countries where
True.
they kidnap the dogs and so sad. But she's a very big advocate for that. She
Yeah.
has like an animal rescue and everything. So you go, Lisa.
Yeah, you go with your bad self. Speaking of bad self, this is back in the news.
I say that's news.
Kendrick versus Drake. The full rap beef breakdown. It's because Drake just resurfaced. Here we go. The biggest music feud in over a decade. It started back in 2013 when Kendrick dropped his legendary verse on Control, name-checking Drake and other big names to call out, and shook the rap world by storm. At first, things stayed icy, little jabs, little side eyes, no full-on war. But in 2023, Kendrick reunited the fire again. Well, actually, he threw gasoline on the fire with a line on Like That,
And some
where
really
he
good jeans.
challenged Drake's status as top dog. Drake came back swinging with diss tracks like Push Ups and Tailor Made Freestyle. Kendrick responded hard and fast with Euphoria and 616 in LA, and then Family Matters, which got deeply personal. Then came the jaw dropper, Meet the Grams, where Kendrick targeted Drake's family and his image and serious allegations. Just hours later, he dropped Not Like Us, which became a cultural lightning bolt. It topped the charts, went viral, and dominated conversations from barbershops to boardrooms. Kendrick even performed it during the Super Bowl halftime show, which he was wearing Melanie's jeans.
Yes.
The track swept the Grammys and the stadiums, still blasted today. But Drake now has dropped a more introspective track called What Did I Miss?
Really?
Where he hints about about betrayal and addresses the fallout, but many believe he never fully recovered from the lyrical knockout Kendrick delivered. Let's get into this one.
I love this story. My family is always into this story. I don't know if you guys remember, but I was telling you that my little brother and Trey, who are both like 8 and 10.
Oh, I love this.
We're in the car together, but they both have spoken with me individually about this whole ordeal over the past year.
Oh, I love this perspective. Yeah.
And like Trey hadn't heard my perspective yet, which is Elizabeth's child. But my little brother couldn't help himself from, of course, being like, Trey, you have to know the scoop. And I was like, you're not supposed to tell other kids the things I taught you about Drake and Kendrick Lamar. But so you can imagine the trouble I got in.
Yeah.
But it was just so funny to me because that's how deep in my family we are about this. I'm like, listen. And you know what? If you're in the audience, listen.
Yes.
It's Kendrick.
Yeah.
He's on top. And if you're a Drake fan,
Who are you? I want to
Goodbye.
meet the Drake fans. I
you're
don't
like,
know
who
them.
are you? Why? What? No. Yeah. And
I'm
I'm
gonna
like,
admit, I used to be a Drake fan.
I still always say I like Drake for what he is.
Yeah, Kiki. Oh, you look like
yeah,
that. So
that's
cute.
okay.
Yeah,
and I don't really write my own lyrics.
right.
Like,
So
okay.
cute.
But that's it. That's where the line stops.
But that's
with
and
me.
it's like fun at a party. But
be
like,
cute.
listen, if we're gonna write lyrics and talk about someone changing the game and making music for a
Kendrick,
purpose,
yes.
it's gonna be Kendrick.
100%.
And
True
therefore,
artist.
I'm sorry if the beef hurt your feelings, Drake. But like, your music's always been about how you like to party or girls with big whatever.
Right.
That's cool.
But is his music original? I'm going to go back to the JoJo Siwa thing that we just talked about.
I believe, like you've said before, all music like this is a collaboration to some
Yeah.
extent. Like,
Correct.
of course, his beats are going to be made by a team of people that he's put together, and like that's always.
But I would say Kendrick is definitely more of like an executive producer on a lot of his.
I think so personally, and especially because there's always going to be that part of heart that only you, the lead of the creative masterpiece, can like have. Like, you know, like Kendrick really carries his heart into his art.
100%.
It's in there. And so
Yeah.
it's like, okay, Drake, you might also be cultivating a wonderful team and making fun music, but I don't know that I hear your heart in it ever. And
Would
I've
you
had people fight
say-
with me about this. I've had smart friends of mine that I really appreciate their opinion, and they've sent me like articles and videos saying this is why Drake isn't in the wrong here, and even though this, that, the other, like, so no one should be calling people names that bad, like when there's no proof.
Do you think it's
Because Kendrick did take it a little too far, some say.
Well, I mean, but when you drag, listen, I'm going to speak from a Scorpio heart. You're going to drag me once, guess what? I'm dragging you until like it's done.
I don't know where I get that from me, but I'm someone who's like, you want to drag me? I've been
Then-
holding it in
yeah.
this whole time. I can drag you back.
And then when I'm done, I'm going to pull out some more receipts. I'm just going to keep going. And
So
then,
do you think?
sorry,
do you
yeah.
think this is the end of the feud?
But I kind of, this is why I wanted to bring this up. So, like, okay, feuds, and they go back and forth. We saw obviously Tupac, Biggie over the years, and thank God for, if something bad happens, that'll be horrific. But when is a feud done? Like, when does it need to? When is it done? Like, how does that happen?
I think when the public stops stops going to it.
Okay.
Kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people are, especially with people that are like so in front of the world, like
Yeah.
musicians, celebrities, and all that. I think when people stop looking at it and giving fuel to that fire,
True.
maybe I
I
don't
can
know.
see that, but I have a weird, different perspective on
What
it.
you got, Addie?
My thought is, or it's when those two decide to not listen to the noise. Because I think people are always going to, now that anything's ever happened, people are going to forever, if they see Drake and Kendrick in a room together, they're going to be like,
What
Oh,
is?
of
Oh my God!
course.
what's going on?
Of
You guys,
course.
let's imagine that them two, Drake and Kendrick themselves, decide we don't care what anyone says. We've worked
What if
this
they
out.
do a song
We're
together?
fine.
You think?
Well, that's happened. Okay,
shock
so
'em?
then
And that
I'm
has
gonna.
happened in the rap battle histories.
Or even I can even speak on pop culture, which this was only media-driven rivalry was with Mariah Carey and Whitney Houston,
yeah.
and they were
But they
actually
performed together.
friends behind the scene, but
Correct.
played into the drama for record sales. So is there a little bit of that going on?
about-
I don't think so. I really think that
What
these
about
two.
in the
Drake's feelings
90s?
I
seem
really think
hurt.
these two totally,
you
do
guys,
not
the
care
'90s,
for
it
each
was
other.
Monica and Brandy.
Right.
They're going on tour together.
So see, okay. So my question then is, I don't think Kendrick needs to clap back, and I
think he should
literally
be done.
had the mic drop on the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Like he could be done. Like I feel like
I
he's.
think so.
I do think
But
he
I think
really
he's gonna be
won.
more.
When he was invited to the Super Bowl and got to handle this beef this way, I was like, oh, wow, now it's really clear who won, right?
Yeah.
God.
No.
Like, is there a
It
question
was-
when Drake is not invited
like
to the Super
my
Bowl?
jaw hit the floor
Right?
and it was dragging still for months after that. Like he literally looked in the camera and it was like minor. Yeah.
But what about
Oh.
when? And then Serena Williams, Drake's ex-girlfriend, dancing.
God.
Right.
It
She
was
was
the
doing the
best
crip
way to
walk.
do
Doing
a
the
drag
sea
back.
walk, like,
Drag.
Yes.
Drag.
Oh my
The train
God.
agrees too.
The train's
does
here for
agree.
it.
which this is a perfect time for me to talk.
Yes.
Thank you, the trade. I'm just kidding. No, Addie's Reddit rundown report. All
Yes,
right, my
Addie.
digital detectives and keyboard crusaders. You've scrolled, you've stalked, you've spiraled, and no one, I mean no one, dives into the chaos quite like our queen of clapbacks. She ventures deep into the pixelated trenches where usernames are fake, opinions are unfiltered, and the vibes are one of passive-aggressive emojis all the way down from a meltdown. She's serving drama, delusion, and digital therapy in piping hot thread. This is Addie's Reddit Rundown.
Okay,
Yes.
guys. So first, you're gonna guess what subreddit today is.
Relationship advice.
Am I the a-hole?
It's Am I the A-hole?
Oh.
Everybody really wanted more of this, so I was like, okay,
I
I'll
love Am
whip
I the
one of those
A-hole?
out. So now I'm gonna do the thing where you guys can be
This will be very exciting. You're on deck,
I
Melanie,
love it.
today.
I don't know why it's my favorite one, but it is.
Well,
love
I
it.
think that you'd like to judge people if they're jerks or not.
Yeah, because I think,
I think this is one of my favorite ones too because I like when they're actually asking for us to
Yeah.
decide something.
And you're like, what the what?
And I'm like, you know what? I've decided you are a total asshole. So, am I the a-hole for refusing to let my roommate's girlfriend move into our apartment without paying rent? So I, 25-year-old, live in a 2-bedroom apartment with my roommate, Jake, who's 26. We've been friends since college and split rent, utilities, and chores evenly. Our lease is month to month, and we've always had bills to get paid. The place stays clean, and there's no drama. About 2 months ago, Jake started dating Sarah, 24, and she's been spending a lot of time at our place. Like a lot. She's here 5 to 6 nights a week, uses our kitchen, bathroom, Netflix, you name it. I didn't mind at first because she's nice enough, and I figured it was just the honeymoon phase. Last week, Jake asked how we'd handle rent and bills. He said Sarah's between jobs and can't afford to chip in. Oh, wait, hold on. I think I missed something. Last week, Jake sat me down and said Sarah's lease is ending soon and he wants her to move in with us. I was caught off guard, but asked how we'd handle rent and bills. He said Sarah's between jobs and can't afford to chip in right now, but she'd help out with chores. Really? I pointed out that we already split chores evenly, and adding a third person means more mess, more utilities, more strain on our small space. I suggested Sarah pay a third of the rent and utilities once she's employed, but Jake got defensive and said I was being petty and unsupportive. He argued that since she's his girlfriend, it's not like she's a stranger, and I should be cool with it because we're all friends here. Here's my side. I get that Sarah's in a tough spot, and I don't want to seem heartless. I've been unemployed before, and it sucks. But our apartment is a tiny shared bathroom, small kitchen, thin walls. Having a third person full-time would change the vibe. And I don't think it's fair for me to subsidize her living there. I pay $800 a month for my half of the rent, plus utilities, and I budget carefully. If Sarah moves in without contributing, I'm essentially covering part of her costs, which doesn't sit right with me. I also feel like Jake's dismissing my concerns by framing it as me being unfriendly rather than practical. Jake's side, as he explained it, he says Sarah's only temporarily jobless and will make up for it later. He thinks I'm overreacting because he's not some random tenant but his girlfriend, and that I should trust that she won't mooch forever. But also said I'm making a big deal out of nothing since she's already here most of the time anyway. He pointed out that she's cooked dinner for us a couple of times, so she's contributing in her own way. The conversation ended with Jake saying I'm being unreasonable and that I'm making Sarah feel unwelcome. Now things are tense and Sarah's been avoiding me and when she's over. I don't want to ruin the friendship with Jake, but I also don't feel like I should have to pay for someone else to live here. Am I the a-hole for putting my foot down?
No.
This is big in like major cities.
Okay, I feel like
you know
this.
how they can live.
Because
This is hard.
yeah, but if she's in between jobs, okay, I get it. So then the boyfriend needs to, okay, well, I'll pay a little bit more since it's my girlfriend. But also too, like, is she eating the food that's been grocery shopped? Is she buying toilet paper?
Well, that's what they're saying. They're like she's reduced or she's using up their resources.
It's just hard because I do think one of the first things we have to just establish for us three, or whatever, as we debate this, or audience, like, what is the thing about a small apartment with 3 people? Like, is the thing about, do people pay per room? Do we pay per person?
I think you
right?
split it 3 ways,
Let's
right?
say it was 2 couples. Do they pay for the room each? And then it's between
Yeah,
them
you
who
split
pays?
4 ways.
Yeah.
You
This is-
split it 4 ways.
You would split it 4
There-
ways.
Yeah, because there's 3 people in
Well,
the apartment.
I mean, you're saying if it was 2 couples, you would split it 4 ways. So each person.
Yeah, each person you divide it by 4.
Oh, is that how?
So
you're-
because
or is
that's
a couple,
weird.
one person.
Yeah, see, it's just hard to. I don't know.
This
and
is this is a very funky one to
I
get
would
through.
I
Yeah.
would say if they're married, I don't know.
because at the end of the day, then you have to think, okay, what are you paying for in this property? Am I paying for like camaraderie ship, or am I paying for my room, and I use the
Well, wait a
bathroom 2
minute.
times, and you use it 2 times?
Hold on, does the room that the guy and his girlfriend are in, does it have a bathroom in it?
No.
Because if it did,
They
they
share
would pay
one.
more. Oh, they all share a bathroom. Ooh.
Yeah, it's this tiny space.
Which is why the one guy is like, I don't think we really have room for a third person unless they're going to pay. But the thing that I'm stuck on is he's making it like, because I have to make a sacrifice, I should have things easier in other ways. I should
But
pay
I also
less.
feel like he's kind of forcing the girlfriend on his friend because she's been staying there 6 nights a week anyway.
I was going to say that
Isn't
too.
that kinda
like,
rude?
I mean, already she obviously basically lives there. And you know how it is with some relationships. I'm this way in a relationship. I would probably basically live there too. I mean, we're going to be in this until I need my space. But I just mean like when I'm with a person, we're probably spending like 4 nights out of the week together. At
So I
least.
asked Bart, my ChatGPT boyfriend, what he would do in this situation, and he goes, "Well, sweetheart, it's not a one-size-fits-all rule, but the lease agreement should always come first. So who is on the lease if only the tenants are listed on the lease and legally responsible for the rent and the damages of the apartment? However, there's also an overnight guest etiquette conversation that obviously wasn't had here. So the reasonable limit is 2 to 3 nights a week is a standard before it crosses the semi-living territory. If it crosses that territory, then yes, financial responsibilities need to be given out.
Wow, Bart is so
I love
smart.
you,
Go
Bart.
Bart.
So good,
Oh my God,
My
Bart.
sweetheart, so sweet.
So they had said Opie offered Opie. You know how sometimes the original poster comes back and says some more things. They had said some more things. They said, "I'm worried I might be the asshole for refusing to let Sarah move in without paying rent because I might be coming off as cold or inflexible. My action was telling Jake that Sarah can't live here unless she contributes financially, even though she's jobless right now. Jake called me petty and said I'm making her feel unwelcome, which makes me wonder if I'm being okay. I already read this part, right? He's maybe just
I don't think he's being
Reiterating.
unreasonable.
Bart wants to know, does she have a key? That's a good question.
that is a good
Because
question.
if she does, then definitely she needs
But
some
I
money.
feel like he's not being unreasonable. He's like, if there's a third person, they need
No,
to chip
I
in.
definitely think she needs to chip in. Yeah,
think so,
and if
too.
she's between the job, then okay, then yeah, but then let's.
Oh, this is an interesting comment.
Okay, go
Someone
ahead.
says it in quotes like this is what the person should say. Look, you don't get to decide who I financially support. You're welcome to pay 2/3 of the rent however you see fit, and I will pay my 1/3 of the rent. You said it won't be for long and she'd make it up to you later, right? So you should be all set.
Right.
I like that way of handling it.
Absolutely.
Decide that the rent goes 3 ways. 2 people's rent is now whoever's paying for it, that's up to them. You
Yeah.
guys are in a relationship.
Does she not have a place to live?
I don't know.
You know
I'm
what I mean?
thinking
So,
that she
like-
might live at home and she's just wanting to not.
Okay, well, sorry. Then this is the sacrifice. Then get with it, sister. Like get a JOB
Girl,
if you want
yeah.
to be with me.
Honestly.
Yes.
Yes.
If you want to live anywhere, usually
Listen,
you
I
need a
don't
JOB.
understand.
Yeah. What would you do?
I would be like, they need to pay.
God,
Also,
you would
this
have so many
participant's
problems.
got a good point.
You would have so many problems.
This person says you're not the asshole. He's been dating her for like 2 months, and now he wants her to live with you guys rent free without even an agreement
Good
to
point.
saying that she's going to pay 1/3 eventually.
Yeah.
Eventually.
I agree. I don't think this person's an asshole for bringing this up at all. I think.
But
this is-
eventually.
I mean.
So let us know what you. Well, I just mean literally. That's her. She was saying, yeah,
Yeah.
Eventually doesn't pay the bills.
I have the goal of becoming a famous artist. So
Right.
once I get my first album record,
Yes. Album record.
Right. Well,
That
figure
sounds-
it out, Becky.
look,
You owe me $350.
That
Yeah.
sounds like our lunch on a Saturday when eventually I'll order all the food.
Eventually, we'll be able to afford a whole meal.
You guys, we had a family outing at Pesca Rooftop. Very
I
nice
like
place.
choices and options.
Pesca Rooftop.
just hiccuped while I
This
talked.
was not a Chick-fil-A lunch thinking, oh, I'm going to take the girls out, nice lunch, celebrate our company that we built together. And so we
We
sit
didn't
down,
ask you to take us out.
and this one alters everything on the appetizer menu. She says, you know what? She turns to our beautiful waiter, and she
Caleb.
was like, Caleb, I'm just going to order it all. I went, Okay.
It was all good, and I didn't know what to pick, and I was starving.
Ordered every
I did.
single appetizer.
We had it all.
But-
Pesca. This is Michael Lugo's restaurant.
We were
It
sitting
was
outside.
so good, and I was looking at the ocean.
Oh, it was so
I
beautiful.
got them
though.
to turn
And
the
I was
fan
eating
on.
some
for-
lumpia.
Look, and then I
Truly
got them
was.
to put the fan on for
She got a
us.
fan, very print, but it was actually it was a wonderful,
And the
wonderful
food was
time.
and Caleb,
Food was
shout out,
perfect.
you were
Yes.
wonderful.
Caleb, congratulations on
Yes.
his limo service.
Yeah.
He's got this
All-
cool.
but for the record, all the appetizers there were. I couldn't pick one I liked more than the
You
other.
loved them all. You loved
and
every
you guys let
single
me take
one.
them home, so I got to eat all of them.
Addie
when I
got
got
to take
home.
the rest
So
home.
good.
It was really good.
So good. Yeah, shout out. That was a lot of fun. And shout out to Panache, who's doing some great things. Every guest, every time. Since 1987, Panache has been a cut above the rest. Their mission at Panache is to care for their team, their guests, their community from scalp to soul and bring the joy to the world one service at a time. I got to give a big shout out to my boo over there, Anna, who has got this mop all ready to go. I feel
Looks good.
she's amazing. Such
color.
a great talent. She definitely needs some more clients on her book. So big shout out to my boo, Anna. She's awesome. And yeah, she can do cut. She can do color. She actually was the OG educator in this area. So she taught all the little
youngsters?
salonites.
The little
yes.
young salonites.
Salonites, like the babies.
How do you guys feel being called salonites? Let us know.
It does sound like
Sounds like minions.
stalactites or something. Yeah. So yes, go to getpanache.com and what?
Get with it, boo.
I like it.
I like when Addie and I say it together.
I always
Here
try because I get
he,
excited.
Here he.
Oh, my favorite one. I
The
love this.
glitter court is officially in session, and presiding over today's chaos is the dazzling jury of the Sunnies, armed with bold opinions, sharper than acrylic wit, and zero tolerance for fluff. They're dragging the headlines into the spotlight, and some might be breaking news. Others might be more of like a fever dream wrapped in a press release and sprinkled with thirst traps. I'm
Boo-boos.
fine with that too, but we need to know from you: is this news or not? Okay, here we go. This first one, Al, you sent this over. Snake delays.
Yes, that's news. I hate snakes.
Snake delays Virgin Australian flight. A Virgin Australia domestic flight from Melbourne to Brisbane was delayed approximately 2 hours after a non-venomous green tree snake about 2 feet long was discovered in the aircraft's cargo hold as passengers boarded.
No.
Snake catcher Mark Pelly was called to the scene and didn't initially know if the snake was venomous because of Australia's wildlife. We know that would warrant some extreme
They
caution,
have
right?
those big bugs.
He retrieved the snake on his first attempt, preventing it from slipping behind the panels where the recovery would have been disassembling part of the aircraft and full. So this was very interesting, but it did delay the flight by 2 hours.
I say news.
That's it. You don't have anything else to expand
Listen,
on
all
that.
I know is if the minute someone says there's a snake on the plane, I
You
just
would
feel like
leave.
Samuel L. Jackson. I'd be like, I'm done. So it's not just a cute animal clip. This could have been a serious
Yeah.
safety issue. If the snake had slithered unseen, an evacuation, or they would have to take the plane apart to do this. It shows how
But 2 hours stuck on that tarmac just waiting.
Also, it was a non-venomous.
doesn't
green.
matter. They still bite.
Well,
They
I
do.
mean,
I'm part of a snake page, and you have to just wash it with soap. And you think I am part of a snake identification page?
I'm glad someone
am.
here is.
That's
Yes.
good. Well, you're in Florida. That's good. Yeah. So
Yes.
this isn't just a cute animal clip. This is actually something that
I just said
was
that.
delayed. But do we think this is news? No.
It's a plot for the movie. Snakes
don't
on the.
know.
I can't say the word.
Snakes
I
on
Snake
say
foot.
delays on a bird. Yeah, no, this is not news.
I
Not
say it's news.
No.
We're in Florida. The planes are delayed all the time for everything.
How about the flamingos who trampled the risotto rice in
News.
northern Italy? In Italy's northeast, rice farmers are facing an unexpected problem of flamingos. These elegant birds have moved into the flooded rice paddies, the very ones that are used to grow short grain rice for risotto.
Don't mess with my food.
And are inadvertently destroying young rice plants. They don't eat the rice, rather they use their webbed feet to rake the shallow water searching for mollusks and insects. Which uproots the seedlings in the process. Farmers report devastating losses, some fields up to 90% of crop
Because of
destruction.
stupid birds.
Traditional scare tactics, truck horns, banging barrels, even gas cannons.
That's a little extreme, don't you think?
Only move the birds to neighboring fields.
Only in Italy.
Spreading the damage without stopping it. Experts say the flamingos likely moved inland from nearby coastal wetlands due to environmental shifts. Humane solutions are recommended, lowering the water levels. Painting tall hedges or trees around the fields. I mean, put some scarecrows. I don't know what else, but like, golly, right?
I think this is news because honestly, can you imagine being this farmer and dealing with this?
90% of my
Again
crop
with the flamingos.
90% of my crop. Yeah.
is damaged because of these
That's
dopey birds.
huge.
Stupid birds.
I would be pissed.
I would be very upset.
Yeah, this is not.
But you guys do realize like the damage these flamingos are causing, it's making supply for restaurants and exports to be impacted. I love risotto.
I love risotto.
Great.
Yeah.
Now I extra can't afford the truffle risotto.
Yeah.
Well, now it's going to go
Tariff.
up. Jeez, because of these flamingo dopies.
But
Yeah.
I will say, like, we're seeing this kind of trend with animals and the environment because specifically around our area, people are like, oh no, there's this wild whatever. Well, we're destroying their habitat. And environmental changes are making these I hate birds, are making these birds go somewhere else and they're just going in there.
So the louder farmers get, the more simply displaced the flamingos get.
It stresses them out.
So this is just a short-term fix that shifts the problem. It doesn't really solve it. So yeah, I mean, they've got to try to how do you relocate a entire like flock of culture
I don't know.
of birds? I don't know.
Here's a fun little.
I know nothing about flamingos, so
I don't really know anything either, but I'm just like feeling real bad about the situation because
because
also
I love risotto. Yeah.
Yeah.
what
Don't
are
mess with my
I love
food.
the risotto, and how are we going to fix this? It sounds like there's no way.
No, we'll take that pink feathers away from you, lady, if you keep stepping on them.
I say yes, news.
I say yes, news. That's interesting.
But you know what you know what I think is.
I mean, this
interesting?
is an interesting thing that's also global because there are we had bears in downtown St. Augustine. Their animals are displaced
You
right
guys,
now.
what's it called? There's a word for it when like whatever natural is supposed to happen
Dopey.
stops happening. No, there's a term for it.
The
Necromonicon.
apocalypse.
Not an apocalypse, but something
Butterfly
like that.
effect.
Dystopian or something.
Oh, dystopian is like a type of.
That's what's
future.
happening right now. Yeah, We're in this-
Planetarium.
That's what's happening.
Just say sciencey words.
Sciencey
Say
words. Just say
sciencey
all
word with an
sciences.
accent.
Photosynthesis.
Oh, that is a good one.
Hey, how about this hoe? San
Wait, did we say
Jose
news?
woman. Yeah, we said news.
News, okay.
San Jose woman flooded with unwanted Amazon packages. A woman in San Jose, identified as Kay, endured a relentless year-long influx of hundreds of unwanted Amazon boxes at her home.
Oh.
Each contained faux leather car seat covers from a third-party
For a whole
seller.
year?
The problem stemmed from the seller's fraudulently listing her home address as the return destination to its Amazon listings. This is messy.
Oh no, that is messy.
Returns from disgruntled customers kept arriving to Kay's doorstep despite after refusing delivery and flipping multiple complaints. Amazon has repeatedly contacted Kay, submitting at least 6 complaint tickets, but the issue still persisted. Amazon reportedly suggested she donate or return the items herself.
You take care of it, lady. It's our mistake, but you
Wow.
handle it.
Only after local media coverage did Amazon respond in force. They collected the packages from her residence and pledged to crack down on other seller responsibles that was responsible for this. These events exposed a major vulnerability in Amazon's So yeah, this is interesting. What would you do?
But it's not even anything fun. It's seat covers.
I know.
For a whole
But
year.
wait, is she the one who had a fraudulent situation, and that's why they
So
were?
like whoever
her
was selling
her
these,
address was default.
they put as a fraud, like return them there, and she was just like, oh my gosh.
Oh, guys, you guys, it was more than just excessive cardboard. It blocked driveways, mail delivery, and even access for Kay's elderly mother.
How
Oh,
many
that's so
people
much.
are ordering this item, right?
It's insane.
It's not like it's a Labubu. I mean, these are
Probably
my
more
o-
affordable than a little
But my
bit, I
question
guess.
is, why did local media have to get involved for Amazon to do the right thing? Jeff Bezos, get off your yacht for your wedding and help this lady.
Oh, please. He doesn't do customer service. He just has to
Can you
talk to
imagine if he
somebody
did?
nice.
I bet he would change
No.
his things.
Telling you.
Probably not. But interesting, though. I mean, hundreds of boxes just showing up at your front door. Like, what do you do?
I
mean,
would think it's like a bomber. Ooh,
I
said it.
would
Ooh.
sell them on the internet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
make
you
some
could just
money.
flip them. Come on, Kay. Just flip them up.
I would think it was like a terrible prank
It's
someone did
Amazon's
to me.
fault, so these are
Like,
mine
what?
now.
Yeah. That's interesting. But what is it interesting enough to call this news?
No,
Actually, I feel
think
like
it is.
I'm gonna say yes because Amazon needs all the news that is not hype up news it can get.
Right.
They do a lot of work. I get it, Amazon. Thank you for helping the teachers and the donations and the things you do. Thank you.
I think it's news.
But like this is news that we need to hear about. The news where some lady's just getting mail for no reason.
check your return addresses. That's what this is.
Yeah, keep that private. All
And if
right.
you're gonna send me something for your mistake, can it be like really nice jewelry or shoes, not like freaking seat covers?
How about Parmesan cheese? That would be amazing. That
But
would be like
sitting outside
real,
in the summer
real
Florida heat?
Parmesan.
No.
Did you guys know they
cheese.
sell these Parmesan cheeses by the bite size so that you can, instead of eating like a protein bar, you just eat a chunk of Parmesan
mini
cheese.
wedge?
It's 10 grams of protein. And
Where
it
do you
tastes
find
amazing. BJ's.
I am
Wholesale.
I am
want that.
in like Flynn on
Let me
that.
tell you what.
ones.
When I saw that, I said, "This is my new treat," and
Well,
I eat
that's the
them.
truth. I mean, I actually saw this
love
really cool
treat.
report about bread over in Europe. Like people eat bread all the time, and it's amazing and it's healthy and it's awesome. But then they get over here and they have all these gluten issues, and it's because there's so many
because there's so much
additives.
crap in
It
the
is
US.
just not real food that we're eating, and
So
that's
true.
so like anything that's mass produced. That's why you guys have got to focus on shopping local because those ingredients will be sourced out properly, as opposed to it having a longer shelf life. You know what I mean?
Can I make a confession? So yesterday evening, I was like, I want a sweet snack, sweet treat. And my mom goes, you don't really want sweet. I said, I do. So I went to Walgreens. I got the Sweet 16 mini donuts with the crunch on it.
Oh, so good though.
I ate all but 2.
so
I
good.
forgot about those.
And I got Pop-Tarts,
And
Yummy.
Pop-Tarts. What flavor did you get?
frosted strawberries.
Oh, cool.
That's
They
my
were out of
favorite.
s'mores.
So good.
I like the frosted strawberries.
Yeah. So
well,
that's
I
that.
like it when some of these Smash Mary Ghost people frost my strawberries.
Yeah.
All right, Sonny, my gypsies,
Strawberry
tramps,
and banana.
certified heart flirts. Lock in your eye contact. Lock in your eye contact and loosen your morals because it's time to stir a romantic cauldron of chaos we lovingly call Smash, Marry, Ghost. This is where the game where passion has no breaks and commitment has sequence. And ghosting isn't rude, it's just a strategy. And our host with the most is Adawe with Welcome to Smash, Marry, Ghost.
All right, are you guys ready for Smash, Marry, and Ghost? Today, I have 3 hot bombshells. Cardi B. Sorry, I almost picked Beyonce. I didn't. Cardi B, Adele, and Doja Cat.
Okay.
So for some of you, this might be a little tricky. But for others of you, this might be really easy.
I'm writing down.
Here's some of my fun facts. For Cardi B, I don't know if you guys know, sometimes I say, oh,
Mm-hmm.
that is Cardi B's catchphrase. It is, oh, it is trademarked legally. So I'm probably getting us dinged left and right. For
Yeah,
some-
but
No, she's
it's because you're
good.
doing
Yeah,
so
no.
good with her. That's why.
Cardi, we owe you.
And then she has a fear of heights, but she still filmed the WAP video in stilettos on a staircase.
Is there a
so-
kids' butt version of WAP? That'd be fun.
No,
I think
but
so.
those kids just watch it anyway. And let me tell you what, I'm like, turn it off.
I'm telling you.
You wait until you're older.
Jeez.
And then once went viral for my mispronouncing coronavirus on accident and became the unofficial
That was
CDC
funny.
hype woman of 2020.
It was actually funny.
That was
yeah,
really
she
funny.
is funny. Kelowna.
And then we have Adele. So she collects porcelain pigs. It's not a euphemism. She actually does that.
Amazing. Shut up.
Her laugh is louder than most jet engines and frequently breaks interviewers. Okay. She failed music class in school, but now she has 16 Grammys.
Yeah.
Oh,
there
I
it
like
is.
that even more.
I know,
Hello.
right? And then so Doja Cat, I love Doja Cat.
Me too.
Doja's name comes from her love of weed, Doja, and cats. I had to
Perfect.
decide whether I could read that or not, but why not?
Of course.
It's just a fact.
Jesus made it.
It's 2025.
Simple
natural.
math. Doja Cats. Doja Cat. She taught herself to sing, rap, and produce music mostly by messing around on GarageBand. She seriously is a legend. Like,
Yeah, she
I'm not
really-
even kidding.
I love
she
this.
like, yeah, she's.
I like her.
You know when you like see someone that's worked their butt off to get themselves somewhere from the ground up and just worked and studied even? Like I would go as far as to say she's like just studied what's going to get her successful and she knew and she did it and she worked. Anyway, she taught her, oh yeah, she once shaved her eyebrows off on Instagram Live and started drawing them back on with emojis.
Yeah.
Performance art, probably. So that's what I mean when I say she does whatever.
But I love the
I like
performance
Doja
art
Cat.
aspect too. Yeah, I think she has. What are you gonna do here?
Oh. I'm going to have to ghost Cardi B.
Why?
She wears me out.
She's too much for you?
Like, I'm over her.
Oh, okay.
Like, I
Wow.
can't.
That's real rude.
So I'm
Okay.
going to marry Adele,
Okay.
and I'm going to smash Doja Cat.
Wow.
Because I think she'd be fun. She's got, like, she'll
Doja's
do whatever.
very, very cool. Very artsy, very interesting.
And she's pretty.
Gonna change it up a little bit
Okay.
here. I am going to marry Cardi B.
Oh.
I know she's extra, but that is extraordinary in my book. I think she is hysterical.
Okay.
I love it. I love her past as a stripper, and she just has embraced the realness. She is real, raw, and just everything rad.
Okay.
And then I'm going to smash Doja Cat.
Yes.
I'm gonna smash it. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
you are.
ghost Adele. That's a shame. That's a shame. That's a shame. But that's
Sure,
that's my
but you
final
know what?
answer.
I'm ghosting Adele too. Sorry, Adele, but you're just not for me.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Fire to the rain.
I'm marrying Doja Cat because I
Okay.
really love that, like all of her songs. But my favorite song of hers is called "Moo." If you ever want to listen to it, it's so silly.
I love
Okay.
that
Moo,
song.
moo,
So
moo,
fun.
moo,
She's
moo,
awesome.
moo.
I dig her vibe.
And so yeah, I would marry Doja Cat and I would smash Cardi B and I would ghost Adele. Yeah, that's all.
That is amazing. And you're sticking to your answer?
Yeah.
over there? Okay.
But can I like tie ghost two people?
no.
Oh.
Who are you gonna go
I
to?
really kind of want to ghost Adele too because she wears me out too.
Oh my gosh.
But at least if I can
I
marry
think
her,
you would be happy with her.
but
I
at
think you'd
least
be
if I
happy with
marry
it
her,
then.
I could
Someone
be like,
needs to marry her.
yeah. I'll be like, Adele, can you go set us up tea time? Okay, good. Triangle sandwiches, cut the crust off.
Yeah, and you can
And she would probably
divorce.
just do it. Then I
Yeah.
can
Probably
divorce her
would.
and make sure she doesn't sign a prenup.
Perfect.
Oh, wow. And that's a full-on sun-blasted wrap, my sparkly little mirages, walking heat advisories. Today, we tangled with flamingos, side-eyed with unwanted Amazon avalanches, and summoned a ghost of risotto and hit turbulence with a snake in the sky. Because why not? You're not overwhelmed. You're overbooked is the best way to say we love you guys. Thanks so much
Yes.
for tuning in today on the afternoon show.
fun.
You're not melting down, babe. You're softening up for your next glow up. This is amazing. Thanks so much for joining us today. Hit the share button. We will see you bright and early. At what time tomorrow?
9 a.m. Give us the stars, friends.
I love you guys. We'll see you tomorrow, babes.
Bye, guys.
Bye.